I would suggest that compassion and care are part of the innate qualities of the soul. But because we've lost touch with ourselves, we've lost touch with that care and compassion. And so in a very natural way, the more I become aware of the inner being and I operate from that awareness rather than limited consciousness of just position or color and creed, etc., that connection with the self means that compassion and care become a very natural part of life. And we're then beginning to create the sort of society we would like to create. We're the creators. We've created this world as we see it, but it's up to us to change ourselves and create a different type of world. Caring for the self for me begins on a spiritual level, which means that first thing in the morning, I give myself the time for silence, and secondly, I give myself time for spiritual study. And that's really the start of the day, the recharging of the inner battery. Then through the day, I have the capacity to be able to share and care and give to others. I don't think there can be an overindulgence in this if I'm making sure that I start the day right. If I'm saying that I need the whole day for this and I'm not willing to give my time to anyone else, that's a signal. So yes, I need the time for recharging, but once the recharging has happened, the purpose of the recharging is to be able to use the battery. It's not to carry on once the battery is full. I've charged, but now let me start using that. And the other thing that's a very powerful signal is when, instead of that care for the self being translated into caring for others, it just keeps coming back to more, I want. Another signal is where I'm a little bit confused between spiritual care for the self and the physical indulgence. I need this, and I don't really. The needs of the human being are actually not very big. They're quite simple, but then overindulgence does take over. But that comes when there's selfishness, when there's lack of awareness of who I truly am.